Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is a Focus On video, the MLP Movie at Season 8. So I'm going to attempt to do a Focus On video this way, because it might actually be faster and quicker to do it that way, and at least you won't be looking at just a static picture of my OC. As I love my OC, he's great, but he pretty much is just static during these, so... And I would appreciate your comments on this format if you like it, if you don't like it, and if you do, why or why not, and all that, so... But anyway, thank you for watching. Yo! So this video will be containing spoilers from the MLP movie, so if you've not seen the MLP movie, you probably should not watch this video until you do. And I will be discussing Season 8 in regards to the MLP movie, because I've heard that, yeah, there are basically spoilers about what characters may or not be making a return in Season 8, and this is sort of my speculation and my thoughts on those things, and sort of, in a way, what happened at the end of the My Little Pony movie. At the same time, however, I do not want to get spoilers about these things. I'm just gonna make a guess about what I think is gonna happen, so it's like, no spoilers, no spoilers! Any comments that I deem to be spoilers will be removed! So, last chance, if you don't want spoilers, I guess go watch someone else's video or something. So now you have entered the Free Fire Zone! I think the character that's most likely to make a return, I would be surprised if she doesn't make a return, is Tempest. Because Tempest was just such a cool character, and not to mention she's simply a pony, so she's the most likely character to make a reappearance, along with the other characters, which are, well, they're non-pony characters, and that doesn't mean that they couldn't come back, but it does make it a little less likely. I mean, Tempest was an awesome character. I think a lot of people liked her. Of course, in some ways it doesn't really matter, because all the decisions about what characters were going to be in what episodes and all that were probably made months before the MLP movie was released and all that, so none of that probably factors into it. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely like to see Tempest come back, and I think she almost certainly will. It would be great to see Tempest back and all that. I mean, some interesting thoughts. It's like, we've never actually seen her cutie bark. We don't even learn her real name until the end of the movie, so there's a lot about Tempest we don't know. And the interesting thought is like, is she still going to be wearing her armor, or is she not going to be wearing her armor? Because again, it's like, we haven't even seen her cutie bark, so that'd be interesting. I mean, one thought that I kind of had that would be kind of cool is that if she was, not only if she joined the Royal Guard, but she was a captain of the Royal Guard, because I know she could do that role, because that's pretty much the role that she was in the movie. She was Commander Tempest. She was basically in charge of all the Storm Guards. So it would definitely be so cool to see Tempest be like, "Are you eyeballing me, guard?" You know, the whole drill sergeant routine with her. I think that would be really cool. And as somebody who's a fan of the Royal Guard, it might actually be interesting to use her to sort of do a story on the Royal Guard. Because they couldn't really do a story like that, because there's no characters that are really directly connected to the Royal Guard, with the exception of Twilight and Shining Armor. But to have a pony like Tempest basically be in the Guard would be a great way to actually do a story about the Guard and all that. Are they likely to do that? Probably not. But it's like, I could dream, can't I? But yeah, I mean, more likely Tempest is just gonna be a pony and just like, "Hi, Twilight, everything's great!" I definitely would like to see Tempest return, because there's definitely a lot more of her character that we could find out and discover and everything. And I think she's a very relatable character that I think a lot of people identify with in some sort of way. And I think that'd be great if she came back. Yo. I was thinking, which character would be the least likely to return? In some ways, I thought, it really depends on how available their voice actors are. That might actually play a factor in all of these characters' return. This is why Discord doesn't make a lot of appearances, because John Delancey is either expensive and or unavailable, because he's John Delancey. So I don't have any idea of how available these voice actors are, if they're big names or not, but that might have a factor in whether these characters return or not. I think the characters that might have the least likely to return could be the pirates, because, well, they're pirates. And, I don't know. I was kind of thinking, you know, in regards to the pirates, that maybe they're going to hang around Equestria, and maybe that Equestria, you know, might help to rebuild their ship, because it was sacrificed in the name of Equestria and all that, sort of. At first I thought the pirates should be mad because they got our ship blown up and all that, but at the same time it was their choice. They could have just said, "Oh look, the ponies are looking for her right here, don't blow our ship up." You know, they had no reason to basically help the main six, but they did. I mean, it had some pretty severe consequences, but it was still ultimately their choice and all that. But it would still, in some ways, be kind of nice to see Equestria help them to rebuild their ship and all that. You know, it's almost in some ways, it's the least they could do. At the same time, of course, it's not a trivial thing to build a ship like that, but still. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, I don't really see much reason for the pirates to stick around other than they're friends with all the ponies, and I'm not really sure if they have much reason to stick around. In regards to Capper, I guess he almost has to go back, because I guess he has to go back to the Stormland, I don't know, to basically pay his debt, because I don't believe that was actually settled. And again, it would be kind of nice if Equestria could help doing that, because again, Capper didn't technically have to help the ponies out. He could have just turned them in and just say, oh, it's like, I saw the ponies, they're right over there, but it's like, they were nice to me, I can't turn them in. Well, that was so nice. Yes, friendship prevails in the end. Yay! But in some ways, I don't really know if any of these characters really have much reason to stick around Equestria, other than it's a little bit nicer in Equestria than it is back where they live, but, I don't know, it's like, but it's home, so, And now onto the Hippogriffs. I'm not really sure about the Hippogriffs. I guess they're gonna come back. I mean, I kind of would like to see them come back. I mean, Princess Skystar is awesome. I like her. She's definitely like another version of Pinkie Pie, and definitely the interactions between her and her mom are just great. I love that moment at the end. It's like, what, Mom? You're still gonna ground me after I help save the world? Why, Mom? Why? Now that their kingdom has basically been freed and everything's great, I don't really see much reason for them to stick around here either. At the same time, we don't know how much time has passed between when, like, the Storm King invaded. It appears that the Queen and Princess Celestia know each other, and they've probably got a lot of catching up to do, and, you know, probably reestablishing, you know, communications and just friendship and everything, so, we might actually be seeing a lot more of them, actually. Because now that they're out of hiding, it's like now we can have, you know, we can just talk and be friends. We don't have to hide underwater and stuff. There were parts of me that were also thinking that, you know, a portion of the Hippogriffs might actually stay sea ponies. It's like, you know, I like being a sea pony. I don't want to go back to being a Hippogriff. It's nice here. It was kind of like sad. It's like, what? You mean the sea ponies are not actually sea ponies? No! So I guess those are my initial thoughts on who may or may not be returning to the show when Season 8 comes around. I think we're probably going to see a few of these characters, but probably not all of them. Simply because, well, not everybody's seen the movie, and it'll be an interesting question of, like, how do we meet these characters? Do we just like, oh, wait a minute, who are you? And stuff. Or, oh, do you remember when we helped save Equestria from the Storm King? It's like, what? No, I don't remember that. I didn't see the movie. But such as in a way is always the problem when you have a big movie and then you basically have the show keep going, is that you have to assume that at least some of the audience have not actually seen the movie, so they're not gonna understand what you're talking about. So, But it would be cool to see some of these characters come back, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens in Season 8. So, yo! So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.